Be me, 28 years old, male. Work as senior concierge at ultra-luxury Metropolitan Hotel. 5 stars doesn't cover it. This is where foreign dignitaries and tech billionaires stay. Job is essentially professional problem solving, or rather reality curation. Over years started noticing specific pattern in how wealthy interact with service staff. It is not abuse. It is not rudeness usually. It is something stranger. We are invisible while being looked at, like furniture that talks. Notice the eye slide phenomenon. Guest walks into lobby. Eye scan room. They see the chandelier. They see the marble floors. They see me standing behind the desk. Eyes slide right over me. No recognition of humanity. Just checking if the tool is in its place. Like checking if a lamp is plugged in. Approach desk. I need a reservation at Dorsia. No hello. No preamble. No preamble. Just inputting command into the machine. I smile and type. Certainly, sir. Notice the shift when their peer walks in. Posture changes immediately. Shoulders drop. Smile engages. Charles, good to see you. They become animated. Human. Turn back to me. Face goes slack. Dead eyes. Is it done yet? It's a toggle switch. On for peers, off for servers. Start observing this dynamic more closely. It's not malice. It's efficiency. They view social battery as a finite resource. Don't want to waste it on NPCs. Watch a young tech CEO check in. Wearing hoodie that costs more than my car. He is texting the whole time. Slides credit card across marble without looking up. I ask standard security questions. He answers in monosyllables. Doesn't break rhythm of thumbs on screen. I am an obstacle to his room key. Nothing more. Suddenly, a woman he knows walks by. Phone vanishes instantly. He radiates charm, asking about her startup, laughing at her jokes. High energy engagement. She leaves for the elevator. He turns back to me. Face resets to default blankness. Key. It is jarring to watch. Like watching an actor drop character between takes. Talk to older colleague Henry. Been in the business 30 years. Ask him if it bothers him. He laughs. Says I'm looking at it wrong. Says we aren't people to them. We are architecture. You don't say hello to a wall. You don't ask a chair how its day was. If the chair breaks, you are annoyed. If the chair works, you ignore it. Start testing this theory. Begin experimenting with breaking the script. Guest asks for directions to the lounge, instead of standard robotic reply. I add a personal touch. It's on the 2nd floor. The jazz pianist tonight is fantastic. I love his rendition of Coltrane. Watch the reaction. Confusion. Slight irritation. Like the ATM started telling them about its favorite color. They don't want my opinion. They want the data. 2nd floor. Thanks. They walk away faster. I breached the contract of invisibility, made them acknowledge me as a consciousness. It made them uncomfortable. Observe the benevolent guests, the ones who try too hard. Middle-aged couple, new money usually. They ask, so, how long have you worked here? What's your name? Do you like it? Sounds nice on paper. But look at their eyes. They are scanning the lobby while asking. They aren't listening to the answer. They are performing kindness. It is for them, not me. They want to feel like they are down to earth. I give a generic answer. 3 years, love it, thank you. They nod before I finish the sentence. Validation received. Transaction complete. They walk away feeling virtuous. I am left feeling like a prop in their morality play. Notice the difference between old money and new money. Old money is polite but distant. They say please and thank you. But it is a reflex, like breathing. There is a glass wall between us. They will never shout, but they will never connect. New money is volatile. They are either best friends or screaming tyrants. No middle ground. Had a crypto guy try to buy me a drink while I was on shift. Come on, bro, live a little. I'd politely decline. Policy, sir. He gets offended. You think you're better than me. Insecurity flares up. He needs everyone to validate his status. Even the help. Especially the help. Old money knows they are rich. They don't need the concierge to confirm it. Witness the secrets phenomenon. Because we are furniture, they speak freely. Standing at the desk, 2 business partners discussing tax evasion. Explicit details. Amounts, offshore accounts, names. I am standing 3 feet away. They don't lower their voices. Why would they? Does your toaster care about tax fraud? I am part of the room's acoustics. A husband meets his mistress, right in front of me, handing over room keys. My wife thinks I'm in London, laughing. He looks me in the eye while saying it. No shame. Because I don't exist in his social world, my judgment has no weight. It is like confessing to a dog. The dog can't tell anyone. Start noticing the panic dynamic when things go wrong. The facade of civilization is thin, very thin. Wi-Fi goes down for 10 minutes. Lobby descends into chaos. Grown men in bespoke suits throwing tantrums. Do you know who I am? I'm losing millions right now. The mask of sophistication drops. They become toddlers. I become the parent/punching bag. Voice remains calm. We are resetting the router, sir. They scream. They threaten my job. They threaten the hotel. Then the internet comes back. Silence. Everyone looks at their phones. No apologies. No, sorry I screamed at you. Just back to business. The storm never happened. Because you don't apologize to a malfunctioning appliance. You just use it again when it works. Discuss this with housekeeping staff. Maria, head of cleaning. She sees the physical aftermath. The room tells the truth, she says. Public persona. Clean, organized, powerful. Private reality. Filth, chaos, pills on the floor. They leave their messes for us to disappear. That is the true service. Not just booking tables, but erasing the evidence of their humanity. We flush the toilets. We pick up the wet towels. We throw away the empty bottles. We allow them to wake up in a pristine world every morning, believing they are pristine people. If we stop cleaning for one day, their self-image would collapse. Attend a staff meeting on empathy training. Corporate HR lady speaking. Anticipate the guests' needs. Make them feel special. Connect emotionally. We all nod. We all know it's nonsense. The guests don't want connection. They want frictionless existence. They want the world to yield to them. Empathy is actually a hindrance. If I empathize with their tantrums, I will burn out. I must dissociate. Become the algorithm. Input, complaint, process, solution, output, apology. No feeling involved. Notice the gift dynamic. Guest leaves a tip, sometimes a large one, handing me $100 bill. Buy yourself something nice. The tone is patronizing, like giving a treat to a pet. It is not gratitude. It is guilt alleviation, or a power move, demonstrating they have so much money they can give it away. I take it. Thank you, sir. Into the pocket. Doesn't change the dynamic, just makes the invisibility more expensive. One night, the VIP gets drunk. Famous actor sits in the lobby at 3 a.m. Everyone else is asleep. He starts talking to me, really talking, about his divorce, about his fear of aging, about how lonely he is. He is crying. Snot on his expensive shirt. I nod. I offer tissues. For an hour, he is human, broken and real. I feel a moment of actual connection. Maybe Henry is wrong. Maybe they are just trapped too. Next morning, he comes to check out, wearing sunglasses. I smile. Good morning, Mr. X. Hope you slept well. He looks at me. Coldest stare I have ever seen. Fear. He remembers that I saw him weak. He hates me for it. Just the bill. Snaps the card down. Leaves without looking back. Realize the truth. Being seen is dangerous for them. They pay us to maintain the illusion of their perfection. If we see the cracks, we become a liability. He will probably never stay here again, because the furniture saw him cry. Observe the family dynamic. Rich families on vacation. Parents on phones. Nannies watching the kids. Kids running wild in the lobby. Nanny chasing them. Parents completely checked out. Nanny's problem. Kid falls and scrapes knee. Runs to nanny, not mom. Mom looks up, annoyed. Can you handle that, please? To the nanny? The outsourcing of love. The kid knows the hierarchy. Staff gives comfort. Parents give credit cards. Kid treats me better than the father does. Kid says, hi. Kid asks, what are you doing? Father shushes him. Don't bother the man. Teaching the next generation the rules. Don't interact with the machinery. It's not polite. It's beneath you. Watch the influencer crowd arrive. Cameras everywhere. Ring lights in the lobby. Treating the hotel as a set. Move furniture around for the perfect shot. Block the entrance for guests. I ask them to move. We're creating content. Indignant. They believe their digital presence outweighs physical reality. They treat staff not as furniture, but as lighting assistants. Can you hold this? Can you take a picture of us? Handing me a $2,000 camera. I take the photo. Bad angle. Do it again. Directing me. No, please. I am a tripod with legs. Take the photo. They check it. Ignore me. Post it immediately. Caption, so grateful for this service. #blessed. The irony is suffocating, praising the service for the algorithm. While treating the server like dirt, it is all performative. Reality has been consumed by the image of reality. Talk to the doorman, Michael, ex-military. Sharpest guy I know. They're soft, he says. They have no survival instincts. Tells me about a fire alarm last week. Guest didn't know what to do. Stood in the lobby waiting for instructions. Waiting for the concierge to solve the fire. Fix it. I can't fix a fire, sir. You need to evacuate. But it's cold outside. Negotiating with reality. They are so used to buying their way out of discomfort. They think physics is a negotiable contract. Observe the complaint economy. Some guests arrive looking for things to hate. It is a sport. The water pressure is too low. The sheets are too rough. The light is too yellow. We fix it. They find something else. They don't want a solution. They want the feeling of being served. The act of complaining establishes dominance. I have standards, they are saying. You must rise to meet them. If everything was perfect, they would be bored. They need the friction to feel their own power. Had a lady complain the ocean was too loud. We are on the coast. Can you turn it down? She wasn't joking. She wanted me to solve the Atlantic Ocean. I offered her earplugs. She wrote a bad review. Staff unhelpful regarding noise levels. Laugh about it with Henry. You should have called Poseidon, he says. We have a laugh. It's the only defense. Cynicism is the armor of the service class. If we took it seriously, we would go insane. Notice the affair dynamic again. It is so common it's boring. But there is a twist. Sometimes the spouse calls. Is my husband there? We are trained for this. Privacy policy is the Bible. I cannot confirm or deny any guest's presence. The wife knows. She knows the script too. She just wants to torture herself. Or torture me. I know he's there. Just tell me. Begging. Human emotion leaking through the phone. I have to be the stone wall. I'm sorry, madam. Policy. She hangs up. I see the husband walk by with the mistress, laughing, buying expensive wine. I am the gatekeeper of his secrets, an accomplice to his betrayal. Just by doing my job, it leaves a bad taste. But the taste is washed away by the paycheck, which is decent but not enough to live in the city I work in. Commute is an hour. From a small apartment to this palace of gold. Crossing the class divide twice a day. Putting on the costume, the suit, the tie, the smile, the voice. My concierge voice is an octave higher than my real voice. Softer, more submissive. It happens automatically now. I can't turn it off sometimes. Catch myself using it at the grocery store. Apologizing to the cashier for existing. The conditioning runs deep. Observe the humanitarian gala event. Ballroom full of billionaires. Raising money for starving children. Ticket price is $50,000. Eating caviar. Drinking vintage champagne. Discussing poverty. The cognitive dissonance is deafening. Staff are circulating with trays. Invisible ghosts feeding the rich while they talk about feeding the poor. A guest bumps into a waiter. Spills wine. Watch it. Snaps at the waiter. Then turns back to table. As I was saying, we really need to focus on empathy for the underprivileged. No irony detected. The waiter is not the underprivileged. The waiter is a prop. The poor are an abstract concept to save. Real poor people are an annoyance to be managed. Specificity is the enemy of their virtue. They love humanity. They just can't stand humans, especially the ones serving them. Late night shift again. A young woman comes in. Escort. High end. We know them all. She is polite. Hi, David. She knows my name. She is service class too, just a different kind. We exchange a look. Solidarity. She goes up to the penthouse. Comes down 2 hours later. Looks tired. Rough night, I ask. He wanted to talk about his mother, she says. Charged him double. We laugh. She understands the emotional labor. being a therapist for people who don't think you're real. She leaves. I go back to the computer, typing up the night report. Guest in 402 requested extra pillows. Guest in 505 complained about AC. Guest in penthouse had a visitor. Everything reduced to data points. No souls. Just transactions. Start to wonder if I am losing my own humanity. Do I judge them too harshly? Maybe they are just products of their environment. If I had $1 billion, would I look at the concierge? Would I see him? Or would I just see the mechanism that gets me what I want? Scary thought. Maybe the money acts like a sensory deprivation tank, cuts you off from the feedback loops of normal social interaction. You stop hearing no. You stop hearing that's rude. You stop hearing wait your turn. Your character atrophies, like a muscle you never use. I am the gym equipment for their ego, but I provide no resistance. So they get weaker, more entitled, less capable of handling reality. A power outage hits the block, total blackout. Backup generators kick in, but only for elevators and emergency lights. AC is off, Wi-Fi is off, TV is off. It is the great equalizer. Guests pour into the lobby, confused, scared. Without their digital tether, they are lost. What is happening? Fix it. I pay $2,000 a night. I stand on a chair. Use my real voice. Loud. Commanding. Everyone listen. They stop. Shocked. The furniture is shouting. The city grid is down. We are safe. The generators are running. Please remain calm. For a moment, the hierarchy flips. I have the information. I have the calm. They are the children. They look at me. Really look at me, waiting for instructions. Fear in their eyes. I direct them to the lounge. Organize water distribution. Hand out flashlights. I am not a servant now. I am the captain of the lifeboat. We spend 4 hours in the dark. People start talking to each other. Actually talking. Not networking. Sharing fears. Making jokes. A billionaire shares a bottle of warm water with a tourist. The barriers dissolve in the dark. When the comfort is gone, the humanity returns. It is beautiful. Then the lights flicker. Buzz. On. AC hums. Wi-Fi connects. Cheers. And then immediate reversion. Phones come out. Posture stiffens. The billionaire moves away from the tourist. Well, that was unacceptable, someone says. I'm going to need a refund for this night. The spell breaks. The captain becomes the concierge again. I will speak to management about compensation, sir. You better. They walk away. Back to their rooms. Back to the simulation. I stand in the lobby, alone. The silence returns. The smell of expensive perfume returns. The invisible wall slides back into place. I realize now, we aren't just service. We are the guardians of the simulation. We keep the lights on so they never have to see the dark, so they never have to see themselves, or us. My shift ends. I change out of the suit, put on my jeans, walk out the back door, into the dirty, loud, chaotic city. Someone bumps into me on the sidewalk. Watch it, asshole. I smile. Finally. A real interaction. I am visible again, even if it's just to be an obstacle. I take the subway home, surrounded by tired people. No one is pretending to be perfect. No one is hiding. It feels good. I am just a guy on a train, not a ghost in a golden machine. Until tomorrow night, when I put the suit back on and disappear.